So we've got the Wi-Fi booster going on up here. Making holes in my boat.
So you can start the high pressure pump, which is this pump here.
Okay. Today was incredibly busy. We got here late last night. We were both dead tired. Got on the boat and pretty much went right to bed. And then crack of dawn, Chris showed up to install our Wi-Fi booster. And the water maker guys showed up like an hour after that. So I was swamped, you know, from the moment I was rustled out of bed. So the birds have not been hanging out on the boat ever since I moved that nest. And now they're hanging out on that guy's boat. And they swarm it at night, and that's where they pretty much hang out. It kind of looks derelict, like the bottom hasn't been cleaned this decade. Okay, that guy's a little close. Got here late last night. Had to be up at the ass crack of dawn because there's people working on the boat today. It's water maker day 1. So we happen to be in Chaguaramas where Ecotech Water Makers is. So that's what we got. We have an Ecotech water maker. And the cool thing is, you know, I was going to install this myself, but well, the experts are right here in town. So we're going to have them put it in. It's going in the forward starboard locker. Yeah, the guy's gone off to buy things like wood and things to support it with. You know, some electrical stuff. Speaking of electrical, let's go see what the boys are doing here. So we've got the Wi-Fi booster going on up here. And we got the electrician Chris here working on it. He's pretty much a master electric guy. And we've got Buck, who's one of the main TTSA guys. If you ever go to TTSA, you'll end up seeing him. There's more water maker stuff that's going to go on the boat. Yeah, they're out gathering supplies for the water maker right now, so that will be coming. You got it.
We don't see it.
Oh, you hooked it. Okay, so who's the star here, Buck or Chris?
Chris hooked it.
All right.
I guess fish him through.
Way to go, guys. Yeah, we've been working on getting that that fish tape through for probably an hour and a half now. And then Buck came over and they got it handled. See how that line running around through the trampoline is torn? Yeah, I'm afraid to even be walking around up here. Now, we knew we needed a tramp within the next 2 years, according to the survey, which was a year ago, but it's really gotten worse. So we've got a new one coming. Turns out that Ullman Sales is the original equipment supplier for a 2008 Leopard 40 trampoline. So the local Ullman guy has it coming. We got it coming from South Africa. It's just not here yet. Probably be here next week. And then he'll put that in. And the one thing I like about him putting it in is he'll get it in straight. I've seen do-it-yourselfers do it, and they have a hell of a time making it all even, and I do want it even. So Deb's trying to cook in the galley here, and we realized there are no lids for the pans. So she got all MacGyver and took one of those cooling racks and just kind of wrapped it up in foil. And now we have lids. And I wish you could smell this, because it's amazing. Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be great. And there's our Wirie Pro. So some of the things we had to consider about where to put it were, is it going to clear the boom? And we did some careful planning, and yeah, it's going to clear the boom. Yeah, so we installed a grab handle. I made sure I got one that stuck out far enough that we could actually get the clamp on and around. We got some stainless bolts on the inside, stainless nuts, washers.
I need hooks
Where would you like hooks?
in that area.
Show me. Hookage. Coming up. Oh, way down here.
Way down here. I need hooks.
Okay,
I need hooks.
we'll handle it. Oh, and plus we've got the cargo net we're going to hang.
Yep.
All right, I'm on it.
Okay.
We'll be adding a block to this pad eye that's backed by the block we use to raise and lower the dinghy. So we're going to need one on the port side as well. Port side doesn't have one. So what I've done is some careful measurement. I've determined that the dimensions on this side of the hull are not exactly the same as the other side. Yeah, the starboard hatch is a little bit closer to the stanchion. The pad eye needs to be added in a place where I can secure a couple of nuts, It's really got to go in an exact spot so that there's a flat area underneath for a flat washer and nut to secure it with. I've tried to make the dimensions exactly the same as across the way on the starboard hull. So I'm 2 millimeters from the tow rail, which is what I've got on the other side. 2 millimeters from the tow rail. But these two dimensions from the stanchion and from the hatch, where it starts the hatch, are both different. So what I need to do is drill these holes that I've marked, and we'll do that tomorrow because it is getting dark and it's a beautiful sunset. Got my work cut out for me tomorrow. Got a lot done though, and so there was good progress on the boat today. So now it's a matter of a lot of the smaller jobs. Now that the Wi-Fi booster's done and the water maker is in progress. So Ecotech water makers, I was stoked when I found out they were right here in Jaguar Ramos, Trinidad. It's like, are you kidding? I can have the experts install my device? Sign me up. So it's nice to have them aboard. Interesting story too. Check this out. The main installer, young guy, passed away. He was free diving and spearfishing, and nobody knows exactly what happened underwater, but he drowned. The installer we have, DJ is his name, this is his first install, so it's like, okay, but still there's an expert coming around checking what he's doing, so I'm still pretty confident it's going to be a better job than I would have done. By the way, all that banging around you hear, it's our neighbor's halyard smacking against the spreader. Yeah, I guess it's hitting the mast and not the spreaders. It kind of looked like the spreaders at one angle I was looking at it. Either way, I keep that stuff tight. Ours is tight. Yeah, we crank it down. Alright, these holes drilled. Making holes in my boat. A little scary. Necessary though, so we're gonna be good. Here's our holes coming through. Put a nice big fat washer here. Nice big fat washer here. But over here, I don't have clearance because of that piece of wood. So what I have for there is a flat washer that has a cutout in it. Got some 8mm by 30mm screws. Now I'm going to go up top and put some butyl tape down, put the pad eye down, and put the screws in. So it was nice just a few minutes ago. Now it's a storm. Just want to get this, at least the butyl tape in place before it starts raining. And then what I'll do is after I've put the pad eye down is I will trim the butyl tape And what I like about butyl tape is that it will seal, but it will stay pliable. Whereas like 3M 5200 will pretty much harden and you will never get that off again. I mean, not saying that I need to get this off again. What I've got here are some straps that these were left over from the little straps that I used on securing the dinghy, and Mark, the Ullman sales guy, stitched them up good for me. And we're gonna make straps for this here locker where the life raft is stored. It's really hard to open this locker. It's just really heavy. So with a couple of straps here, it should be easy for both Deborah and I to get into it. So that's what's going on here. Watermaker guys still aren't done, but at least Chris was here getting electricity going. He's got it nicely wound around. Little junction box here.
This valve needs to be open all the way,
Open all the way.
and this needs to be down in this position, which is the test position. What you do first here, you switch the booster pump on. Right?
That's the one under the floorboard.
Yeah. You're gonna see the gauge over there. It goes up from 0, so there's about 4 psi on that gauge there right now.
Okay.
Right?
That PSI goes up.
Yeah. PSI goes up. You know there's water flowing through the system.
That's the raw seawater.
Yeah, that's the seawater. Right? It have a little trickle coming through right there. So you can start the high pressure pump, which is this pump here.
Okay. And what does that do? That sends it through the membrane.
Yes. Now that's the high pressure pump. This is what you're gonna pressurize the system with. Right? What you're gonna do is let this run for about a minute or two also. That's to make sure to get all the air out. Make sure there's only water inside of the membrane.
Okay.
The membrane, right? But we did that already. So now you go to this spot. Now you're gonna increase your pressure slowly. So you got to like about 400 psi. Leave it a little while.
So in the beginning, have that open.
Yeah,
so
this needs to be all the way.
any air.
Correct.
Now how do I know when the air is through?
You just give it about a minute or two. You're gonna see the water flowing through there, and then when it's starting to get an even flow coming through that line there, that you can already go ahead and start carrying the pressure.
Okay.
Alright?
And right now I've already got output on the blue line, right?
Yeah. Right, so what you're looking at is you're carrying this pressure up. You're not gonna cross 900 psi.
Never go above.
You're not going to above 900 psi. Also, you're not basically crossing 18 gallons per hour. Right? Now, with all the rain and whatnot, the water here is basically a lot of fresh water in the salt water, so it's not that salty. So you're going to find I'm going to get 18 gallons and I'm just about 500 psi there. Right, so that's just about 500 psi there, and I'm already making it 18 gallons already.
18?
Yeah, 18 gallons per hour. So what you're going to do is just leave it as it is there, and this is your test line, which is the position this valve in. It's in right now. You can do this. You can manually test the water, see if it's good quality for you for drinking or water, and from here, all you're gonna do is turn this valve up like this, and it's gonna go to your tank. Is it good?
Tastes great. Yeah, it's good.
Why do you keep it in the temperature as long as you get it in? And when you're ready to start it to come down, back the pressure down all the way down. All the way down. Switch the switches off. And well, this is going to be up, so you turn this back down into the test position for when you're going to start to run again.
Next time on Click Boom Sail.
The boat, the dock, and us and other boats in the marina are all still in one piece.
Saturated sheets. And it's coming from right there. Owner's cabin. That's right, where my head goes when I'm sleeping.